welcome back to Focus Atlanta again. I am your host, Keisha Lancelin. Thanks so much for continuing to watch. In this segment, we're going to talk a little bit about those travel plans. I'm here with Melanie Fish, and she's going to give us some tips. Thank you for making time for us today, Melanie.
Hi, Keisha.
Now, you know, it's that time of year. Everybody wants to get out there, but we also want to get a good deal. I hear that, you know, this might be the time to do it.
Who doesn't want a good deal? And right now, if you follow where the dollar is strong, you are likely to get one. I'm talking about places like Japan, South Korea, even Mexico, which has traditionally been a great value destination, has a really strong dollar. So potentially that is a destination. I am planning my first ever trip to Australia. And when I am looking at the accommodation costs, once they've been switched over to the US dollar, really reasonable rates.
Oh my goodness. Now see, that's exciting because we always feel like it's gonna, if we're gonna, you know, go in the way of the economy, we're gonna have to go somewhere close by or, you know, do something that's, you know, kind of just a hand's reach away. But you're saying that we could really travel. We could really get, you know, go to another continent.
I mean, you can. So people spend about half of their vacation allotment once they're on the ground at the destination where they're traveling. So we did a little fun comparison to see how that might look right now. So if you are buying a bowl of ramen in Japan, spend about $10. You go to New York, try to buy that same bowl of ramen, twice as much, $20. We looked at a fancy massage at a nice hotel in New York City. Twice as much as that same brand spa and hotel in Seoul, South Korea. So you can see where those savings can really start to add up.
Oh, now see, I think that's the part that we miss sometimes. When we're traveling or when we're planning for our travel, we're thinking of just the flight costs and just the, you know, how much is it going to cost for that hotel room or, you know, where we're going to stay. But once you start putting all of those things together, like you said, how much you're going to spend on your meals, how much you're going to spend on, you know, those tours, maybe those are the places where we're actually saving more money and the whole trip could be a little less expensive than we thought.
You're absolutely right. I know that this phenomenon of people chasing where the dollar is strong is real because I'm seeing a 20% increase in searches for hotels in Japan, a 25% increase for searches in Seoul, South Korea, 20% in Mexico, and 3 of the top 10 spring break destinations this year are in Mexico. So this phenomenon is really real. And you are also correct that in addition to the accommodation, it's the food when you get there. And also, okay, we need to talk about shopping for a minute because you have to beware of something I'm calling the dollar delusion, which is that once you get to this destination, I am a victim of it. I went to South Korea and they have all this great skincare there. And I would look at all these products and I would say, but it's such a good deal. And I would buy things I had no intention of buying. And I'm going through this same dollar delusion now that I'm planning this trip to Australia. And the accommodations are so reasonable. So I should probably take the win, pocket the savings. No, I'm like, oh, I can stay in a much nicer hotel with this savings. So make sure you know going in what you're looking for. Are you saving money on the trip or are you trying to upgrade the experience you have when you get there, buy a little more, stay in a little nicer place?
Oh, I love that. Well, then you got to close us out with a website. Where can we learn more and, you know, get the ideas about where our next trip might be?
Yeah, I would really recommend you start out with the Expedia app, not only because you can compare everything, but there is a new flight deals feature. So you can see where flights are trending much lower than typical. So maybe follow the flight deals if you want to save on vacation.
Thanks so much for making time for us today. It was good to have you on.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. All right, guys, you can make those travel plans. You just got to think about it a little differently if you really want to save some money. Take the opportunity to go to the website and learn more and stay tuned to more Focus Atlanta. We'll be right back.